Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to our live quilting chat, Tipsy Tuesday. Hey everybody, thank you for being here with us on YouTube. Say hi to Mr. HP. He's running the show, doing all the fancy stuff. I'll just be chatting here with you. Make sure you say hi in the comments. Tell us where you're tuning in from, of course. Keep commenting throughout the show because we have some gift cards to give away. Live giveaway winner every show, and then a question at the end. So stick around, folks. Stick around. And while you're here, if you haven't yet, subscribe to our channel because who knows how long it's going to be that we're only going to be here on YouTube. So you might as well make yourselves comfortable. You don't want to miss a show, right? Isn't that right? Right. Thank you for all the love. Of course, we had a giveaway last show. I want to talk a little bit first about what we're going to be doing tonight. It's a lot to get in tonight, but I'm excited. I have some fantastic news for our international customers. Some changing we have invested in and made to improve our services, in which I'm so excited to show you. You know me, I'm always looking out for my international peeps because I used to be one for many, many years, shipping those fabrics and supplies overseas. So I also have some great new gift boxes to introduce to you. I hinted at them last week. And then, of course, what many of you have been waiting for, the reveal of our color club, which got shipped out last week. So we are now a week away. So hopefully most folks have gotten theirs. But I will give you a heads up if you want to still be surprised when you open your package. I'll let you know when we start talking about it, and you can kind of step away if you want to. All right, so last week's giveaway question, I asked you, you had to choose an Easter candy team. It was between, are you chocolate eggs, jelly beans, or Peeps? And there was, it was pretty all over the place. I think the chocolate eggs kind of had the upper hand, but it was interesting how much of a split that was.
Beat out Peeps?
Huh?
They beat out the Peeps?
The chocolate eggs beat out the Peeps, yes.
Oh.
Well, I didn't count every single answer, but kind of looked like it. All right, so our winner from that question, randomly drawn, is Cheryl Curley, and her answer was Peeps for target practice. Now I need some more explanation for that. Target practice? You shoot at him?
You must throw him. Target.
Okay. All right. Well, that works. That'd be fun. A fun thing to do because I don't really like to eat them because I don't like them, but that sounds like fun. All right. So let's start with the quilts that are on the set tonight. Behind me is a kit, a brand new kit that I showed you on Friday. It's called Salt and Sea quilt, and the pattern comes with the kit. When you purchase the kit, the pattern comes as a PDF delivery to you. So you will get a notification on that. And it's beautiful lap size. So we have some photos of it so you can see the whole thing. Kind of can't see much of it. So it's panels and then beautiful, beautiful ocean, lovely soft colors. It's like perfect for the beach house. Yeah, my house is not a beach house, but it kind of looked good. I pretended it was a beach house when I saw these photos. But it's beautiful. It's a nice size lap quilt, and it kind of looks like you did a lot of extra work with that border fabric. So it looks like you sewed a whole bunch of borders, but you really didn't. I really love how it turned out. It's a quick sew. So if you are visiting somebody that has a lake house or beach house this summer, there it is. This will be a great little hostess gift. All right, so the other one we have in the corner is my Venus. So this is made from the Abandoned One fabric line, and we've been trying to get more abandoned. It seems like there's always people wanting to make some more quilts from abandoned. So I put together a kind of a abandoned select bundle, which is a mix of Abandoned 1 and 2. So that actually is in stock. We were hoping to be able to have 12 pieces in it, but one of the pieces didn't arrive and won't be arriving until who knows when. So we just narrowed it down to 11 pieces so we can get it out to you. So for this version, I actually used some of the provisions, the basics from Tim Holtz, but I'm going to show you the bundle later on in the show, and you can see kind of what colors I played with together. All right, so on the cabinet, I also have some bags, the summer reading bags, the Fast and Furious project coming up this month. The April project will be live a little bit over a week on the 20th, morning of the 20th. So I just wanted to remind you that this is coming up. So it's going to be right after the Easter holiday. You can dive in and make some awesome bags for the kids, or of course, they don't need to be book bags. They can be for anything. Kind of nice grocery bags too. So whatever it works, whatever you want to use it for, it works out great, quick and easy. And like I said, if you wanted to purchase the pattern and video individually, that will be live on the 20th of April. All right, so speaking of programs that we count down every month, Christmas in Europe, block number 8, will be live on Friday morning, April 15th, block number 8. Isn't that moving? Well, this is block 5. Of course, I can't give you any hints on what 8 will be. But April, this was block 7. We did this one in March. So we're not going to show him what's going to be coming on Friday, of course. That's why I wanted to show him this one. So in March was block 7, and it was the Christmas crackers. We traveled to the United Kingdom and learned about their Christmas cracker tradition. And of course, this is a tradition in more countries than just the UK, but as we confirmed with some of our viewers, the crackers are on every table for Christmas. So I love that. Really cool, fun tradition, and a fun block to sew. And I'm sure you're all wondering, because all these blocks are different sizes and shapes, and you're wondering, what is going to happen with this? Well, you're going to have to wait and see. All right, I want to, first, before we dive into some of those news we have for you, we had an awesome weekend. We had a visit from Mr. Johan, my grandson, and my son Atle. So they were having a little daddy and son weekend together, quick visit to Minnesota, and we just loved the whole fun, a whole time. So we took some pictures, went out to to brunch. He came to the warehouse, and he was so overwhelmed and just in awe of all the fabric and how stacked to the ceiling everything was. So he's gonna be my future worker, and he actually got on some emails for his ama. So he's trying to work hard for his ama. His favorite though was hanging out with Papa in his basement. Yes, they were having, this was like a 3-hour jam session. Yeah. So you played a loop on your machine? Yeah, and then
played a little loop that I have.
Different songs?
Yep, different songs, and he would go through those loops and then hit a beat, go through the next loop.
And he played the drums, and you were playing congas.
Yeah.
Do we have a video?
Yeah,
Don't you have a video?
Check.
They were having so much fun. Yeah, then he wanted to switch the songs. Next. And then he was banging the drums, and he was like super tired, had to take breaks.
Yeah, he was like,
he has to hold his hands up so high.
And then he would go again.
Yeah, we'd go again, nonstop. So we had a lovely time hanging with the kiddos, playing outside a little bit. Yeah, loved it. All right. Yeah, grandkid time is just precious. We're not thrilled that he's so far away, but you know what? These little trips just make it. We read books, we sang, we played games. It was awesome.
We were wore out when he leaves.
Yeah, he was wore out. We were wore out. All right, so I want to talk about this new system we have set up on our website, this new platform for our international customers. We're thrilled to launch this new platform on our website. It's live officially today. So I'm always looking for ways to save you money and time and have your shipments come easily to you, and this is a complete game changer for all of that. So now when you're ready to check out, so what changes, you can of course place your order when you're ready to check out. When you get to the part where you choose your shipping or shipping method, you will actually see a total landed cost. That includes all your taxes and duty and fees. They will all be in there, and depending on, so this is all the fees that will deliver straight to your door. So there can be slightly different services based on your country, but at least you'll be able to see more transparently what your total landed cost will be and choose your level of service based on that. So here's an example to ship to the UK. So the United Kingdom and the EU, so the European Union and the United Kingdom, have a uniqueness as far as we can ship both FedEx and USPS, and those countries accept us paying all the duty and taxes ahead of time. Not all countries do that with Postal Service, but they do that with Postal Service in the UK and the EU. So what you will see there now in the shipping method, you will see the FedEx at the top. We see FedEx International Connect Plus, duties and taxes included. So this is an all-inclusive price. It breaks it down below there how big a part of it is the shipping and how big a part of it is the duty and tax. So you will see the USPS too, again, total landed cost, but you will also see there the how many days it takes to get to you. So you can really easily compare services, how long it's going to take for the product to get to you, and see what kind of service you wanna choose there. But this is complete landed cost, so this is your full cost on the shipping, duties, taxes, no back bills on those. So what it does, so it just really paves the way to skip the customs holdup, which we are so used to, especially, and can take a long time, especially with the Postal Service. So it also, you will see differences in shipping prices, because we were able to negotiate with our vendors based on our business with them, and therefore get much better deals on shipping and brokerage costs than an individual that is doing their import themselves. So what you were considered before. So in all other countries than the EU and the UK, the Postal Service does not allow the prepayment of landed costs, but how it comes up, we have an example on the screen right now. This is for Canada. So you will get the USPS prices there, and that's just the shipping. But our platform calculates the duty and tax. So it just says estimated duty and tax payable upon delivery. So this is what you will estimate that you will owe when you get the product, if you choose USPS. But you can of course choose FedEx, any of the FedEx services, and then it's a fully included, it pays, includes the taxes and duty and everything else. So those of you that have been using our FedEx ground services in Canada now will see other express options that are proving to be very economical, especially the FedEx International Connect Plus. Very economical, gets to you really fast. And those express services have, there's just a different rate in the whole brokerage, so you will see a much lower price. But again, this is total landed cost. If it tells you plus duties or duties and taxes included, that is your total landed cost. So you pay for a product, which is on the right side of the screen, and then you pick the shipping method, and that is the price for all of it, all of the calculations. So it's complicated, yes, but this simplifies everything for you. You will not get a back bill after the fact, and you will not have to go to the post office to pay for whatever you need to pay for, the duty, taxes. So we're thrilled to offer this service. I think it's going to be a game changer, and just kind of be really different for all of you that like to ship internationally. So check that out. If you have any questions on this, I'll be happy to answer them. We're excited for this new venture, and it actually simplifies things for us too when we're shipping stuff. So we're excited about that. Very excited about that. Okay, so Are you ready for some Color Club reveal? I think so. It's been a week since April 5th, so I think many of you, or at least most of you, have received your bundle. So we have, of course, our package ready to open. Our April inspiration. Drum roll, please. Let's pull it out of the package. Ooh. Let's do this. Or let's put it on the ground. What is it? There's a blue sky. What is it? Ice Out. Yes, this beautiful deep blue color is my inspiration. So we are talking about gorgeous, gorgeous blues this month. So let's look at the photo. So what is this? When the ice cover melts from lakes and rivers and ponds, of course, it's always a welcome sign of spring, especially here in Minnesota. So that we call it ice out. That's when the body of water becomes free of ice. So we have usually ice out anywhere from middle of March or as late as middle of May. It depends, of course, on the lake, but ice out, we always watch the ice out on Lake Minnetonka here in the cities. And so near the shoreline and the shallows, it starts to melt faster, and then the sunshine, and also if there's a little wind, it helps melt. But as the sunlight touches the surface of the water and reflects the color of the sky, you know, that color that you see deepens in deeper water. So it's really this beautiful, and you can just tell how cold that water is. Just this deep dark blue, and so I love, love, love this color. So let's crack it open and see what's in here. I'm gonna go from the front. So from the front, whoop, I love this print here. So they're all very subtle in their prints. So this first one is just called a watercolor texture. So this is an essential piece from Wilmington and called watercolor, and that's really what it is. But this completely looks like a lake. It could be just the little darker spots would be the deeper parts, and then of course the lighter part. So beautiful hues in here. This next one is called Impressions, and this is the royal blue. So I love this one because it has a little bit deeper tone, but it also has the wiggles, and it kind of like when the ice is cracking and the water is coming through. A larger texture is the quartz and the navy. This is an Andover print. Beautiful, beautiful hues in this one. So a little bit lighter blue, but with specks of that deep navy in there. And then we have a bit brighter blue with the canvas in the dark navy, or in the canvas navy. So a little bit brighter, but those dark spots, and look, there's like little scratches, like the ice is scratched as it's cracking. And the last color has a little deeper tone to it again. This is Crackle. Had to have a crackle. If I'm talking about ice out, it had to have a crackle. So a little bit more teal-ish hue to this one, but just beautiful. And as you blend them all, they will have enough variety, and you have such great different hues of that same deep blue color that really represents knowledge, power, and integrity. So I love to use a deep dark blue for a background sometimes, but of course these colors play with a whole bunch of different color combinations, as I describe in the pairings part of the Color Club sheet. We have 1 yards of all of them except one. We ran out of one of them. We have the Crackle, we have the canvas navy, we have the quartz, and we have the watercolor texture. We ran out of this one. So this is Color Club. Now I totally forgot to do what I usually do, go through the warehouse and find me some bundles that match. And I knew I was going to have to talk about so many things. So I think what I'm going to do is Friday, I will pull my fabric pull with this and show you some of the great bundles that would work with all of these colors. So I hope you love ice out. But what the coolest part was, as you might remember, that our March color club was limoncello, so bright yellows, and then our April was ice out, so deep blues. Isn't this amazing? So these were planned out months ago. Little did I know that the situation in the Ukraine would be as it is, still ongoing. And I think it's so symbolic that March was yellow, April is blue. We're really standing with you, Ukraine. But you could not have planned this. I mean, no idea. So it's just amazing how the universe works sometimes, isn't it? I gotta love it. You gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
All right, so this is Color Club, but I got more stuff to show you. Let me see if there's any questions on Color Club. Everybody's loving it. Some of you haven't gotten yours yet, I'm sure, but hopefully most of you. Most of you. It was kind of funny. We had some extras as we have the USPS comes and picks up all of the boxes of Color Club. It's a lot every month, and we had some boxes set aside that didn't have labels on them. They were our extras, and so the mailman picked up the boxes with the extras. So no labels on them. And so we started calling everywhere, and it's like, where did they end up? And finally found them at some sorting facility, right, in Bloomington or something. And so they were able to, they found them, called us, got them back to us. Oh boy, they were kind of dirty when they got back. I'm like, I would like to know what these guys have been through. And that was just going to one sorting station in the back. I'm like, what? Did they land in a sandstorm? I don't know. It was just kind of incredible what they go through. Poor packages. Poor packages. All right, so I hinted at this on a Friday. I have had this idea of putting together wonderful, perfect pairing gift boxes. And I finally just went ahead with it. So what we're introducing to you are our perfect pairing gift boxes. Perfect for Mother's Day coming up, but of course they're going to be for any occasion. You can, birthdays, somebody, if you just love somebody, wants to send them a care package for being an amazing human. That's what we just call them, perfect pairing boxes. So I have put together 7 different versions. And so what you will have them. Let's look at this one here, this first picture. I'm calling this one my classic. This is the classic box. This is for the person that likes classic soft colors with great contrast and sophistication. And so so what I did with these boxes, I took a bundle and then I added to it. So I pulled some of the colors and some of the fabrics, as you know, that I do with my fabric pulls. And so you are getting a bundle of 18 different fabrics, half yard, 18 different half yards. And on top of that, I've picked a pattern to go with it. So for example, this one comes with the Venus pattern. And then you get some essentials like a spool of thread, a pack of stickers, and our new rotary cutter blades. This is a pack of 2 45mm blades that fit any cutter. And let me tell you, so what you also get, I write you a little card on how I would use those particular fabrics in the Venus, how I would pair things together, how I would cut it down, and all of those things. But what is not shown in the photo, there's a little extra. You will also get a bag of our G-Easy malted milk balls.
What?
Yeah, so a little sweetness. And I have one of those boxes, so I wanted to show you how it comes. So it comes with the 18 different half yards, ready for a quilt, and then the card for me to little letter from me explaining how I would use them, how I would break it down. We have the pattern, the stickers, the blades, and the thread. And if you have I think we have a bag of the chocolate. If you haven't seen our chocolate balls, if you've been to our retreats, you've seen them. I think there's some in the box over there, so we can show them. But then also on top of that, we will put a note card in there where you have the opportunity to put in your notes when you place an order. You obviously, if you want to send this to somebody else, make sure that your shipping address go to the person. So if you want it to be for Mother's Day, you can put whatever you want in the oh, there they are. Oh, I see. There's a little shortage on this one, I guess. These are actually malted milk boulders. They're huge, but so yummy. Anyway, so if it's Mother's Day, we'll put a Mother's Day card. Otherwise, just amazing person, whatever card, and we will put in there whatever you want to put in there to send. Of course, I would probably just order one for myself and say, oh, somebody sent me a Mother's Day gift. I think it was Johan.
I'll order it for you.
Okay. All right. So I'm excited. I worked hard on putting these together. So let me show you the other 6 versions that we have. And this first one was called the Classic. Then we have the floral. Oh, what did I call this one? Floral Dream, yes, Floral Dream. So this is for the person that just loves all flowers and gardening, and so this is a lot of the Carolina lilies, and then I added to it, and the pattern that we put with this one is the Sarah pattern, which is a cutlass press pattern. It's beautiful and would work really great with this because you can pair up the blues and the reds and the just make a beautiful quilt. So then we have the Modern. So this one has a lot of the celestial fabrics along with others. So lots of grays, two-tone grays and blacks. And then we throw in that beautiful mustard yellow in there for that modern touch. And I think this will make an amazing Kira for that quilt. Then we have the Rainbow Bundle. So this one is for the colorful person that just is all rainbows and butterflies all day long. And so lots of bright colors. And I chose the Trinity pattern because it would be perfect to use those larger scale prints in the center of the blocks and then use some of the more tone on tone neutrals for the smaller strips. So perfect combination. So the next box I call Earthbound, and that is for the person that is just grounded, down to earth, likes neutral earth colors, but yet sophisticated. So I chose the Lexi pattern for some of these Harmony fabrics, and this will be just very kind of mod and cool. A little bohemian, but neutral. Then we have the Bold and Bright bundle with some magical tulip pink. This is for the person that just is always on the go, whether inner dreams, whether it's inner dreams or just in real life. The person that, if it's a female, wears the bright red lipstick, is just not afraid of color. So lots of fun prints from Tula, and then I threw in there some extra basics to really balance things out. I think this will make a fantastic Elvira quilt. So really cool, bright, fun one. Then we have the Christmas box. So we of course have a lot of folks that just love Christmas year round. This is for the person that just cannot wait to start decorating. So I picked this really classic bundle that works for any person with classic poinsettias and cardinals and pine bows. Beautiful reds and blacks and beautiful creams. So I chose the Emma quilt for that one because you can really show off those pretty prints and turn them any which way you want. And yeah, is that it? That's the last one? Yeah, I really love these. And so we of course put these together, you know, with Mother's Day in mind. So we will ship these out Friday, a week before Mother's Day, so that they will arrive in time, unless you tell us in the notes that you want it to arrive another day, or if you want to ship it right away. You know, these are great for birthdays or any kind of occasion. So just let us know in the notes when you place the order, and we will easily do that. And of course, if you're going to ship this to somebody else, you want to make sure to place those orders separately if it's a gift item. So check them out. They're on the website. I put the link in the description of the video, so that should be right below you. And so check them out. I hope you like them. And if you like them, if they really are something that will be a hit, I thought we could keep putting these together and have them available throughout the year. I think they're great, fun gifts to open. All right, so we have some other stuff in it. Do we have any questions on the boxes? Yeah, I think they're beautiful. I think a lot of folks are going to be buying themselves one.
What was the first one?
The first one was the classic. So, so with the paisleys and the mandalas, pinks and peaches, and beautiful charcoal grays and blacks. Very classy, very sophisticated, I feel like. All right, so I have some new things. Remember when I showed you the glyphs bundle from Free Spirit with a really wild, cool typography type prints and artsy prints that I'm excited to work with? We got a restock of it, so we're cutting more bundles as we speak. They will be listed probably tomorrow. But we also got extra fabrics because I was so in love with some of these prints that I needed to get bigger pieces of them. So we have now 4 different prints available in 1 yards and 3 yards.
People wanted to know what the price was of those.
Oh, on the boxes, I forgot to talk about that.
Price.
The boxes are $99.95, but the value of everything in them is about $149. So it's a great deal too. 18 half yards. So that's 9 yards of fabric plus all the other stuff and the special little touches. Yes. All right. So here are the ones that we have now available in 1 yards and 3 yards. We had this one, we had sold out of them. This is called the Alice and the Fog. So it's the typography with a little bit of that light brown in there. And then we have the Audrey and the Titanium. I think this would be so cool in the back of a quilt. So with this one, this is a little bit larger, the brush strokes. This is called Lorraine in the Midnight. And then this print, which has a little bit of kind of printed letters. I love this one. I think this would make an awesome back too. Or pillows or anything. Look at this. So cool. Can't wait to, well, you know what, guys? I'm already working on an idea with these fabrics, so I can't wait. Can't wait. I'm anxious to get to it. So 4 different prints are available, and like I said, both in 1 yard, in our 1 yards and in our 3 yards, and the bundle is coming back by probably tomorrow. We got another exciting 1 and 3 yard fabric that I am thrilled to have. So this, I chose one print from this line because I love this print. This is Earth Views. This is by our famous quilting astronaut. And Karen, what's her name? Karen Newberg. So look at this. So this is the Earth seen from space. Isn't that cool? So I just think this is perfect for backgrounds. Dark as a dark background on a quilt. Could be cool as a back too. We have 1 yards and 3 yards, but I instantly thought of my Aurora quilt, that this would be the perfect background for my Aurora quilt. So, but just gorgeous. So designer Karen Nyberg, and this was my favorite color of, I think there were 6 prints. But yes, based on the view from space of our Earth. Isn't that beautiful? So these are now in stock and available, and we got a couple of bundles for you. I'm going to start with Abandoned, because the Abandoned Select bundle, because I have that quilt behind me, the Venus. So this is 11 pieces, mixture of Abandoned 1 and 2 that I put together. So 11 pieces in stock now. So this is from the first line. Love this. And of course, textural pieces and lots of kind of layers. I love that layered look that Tim Holtz is known for. So of course he is a scrapbooking designer too. So that's where that comes from. The burgundy. And then we have this print with mostly golds and then just a slight bit of blue peeking through. One of the more neutral prints. And I love just a little bit of that antique type in there. We have a dark brown, crackled throughout. Another neutral, but I love this one because it's such a large scale that you can get dark pieces and get light pieces. So, kind of look like a London subway wall. This one has almost an ombre feel to it because it has kind of stripes going through. So you can, again, get different, totally different feel from depending on where you cut it. And then we have, this one's one of my favorites too. That deep red, orangey red, and then darks in between. Again, you could get like totally two different fabrics depending on how big you cut this. And then we have two more. We have the orange with the yellow and the green, turquoise coming through. Very kind of distressed. And then finally, the turquoise and gold. So 11 pieces in this bundle. And we do have quite a few of them in 1 yards and 3 yards. So check them out. We have the cracked shadow in the black. We have the Portland Street patina, which is over here. We have the abandoned principal in the moss. And then this one is not in here, but it's the abandoned rusted patina. We also have, I think, the burgundy. And then what I did with my quilt, I added a lot of the provisions. These are Tim Holtz neutrals or basics. So they really go with the feel of his lines, and the colors, of course, blend really nicely. So I threw a bunch of these in there with my abandoned fabrics for my Venus to kind of break up a little bit the color or the prints and give you a little place to rest your eye. But really, it doesn't matter how you use these fabrics. Everything just turns out amazing. So if you want to, can you put the Venus photo back on the screen, the big one? Because, yeah, there it is. So you can kind of see these few places where I put the provisions where that eye gets a little rest, where it stands out a little bit, but everything else just have so much life to it, I feel like. All right, any questions on this? Throw them out there. We have another brand new bundle. This one is called Nautical. So that just gets me a little excited when the nautical fabrics are coming, and that means summer is coming. It's coming, even though it doesn't feel like it right now. We have lighthouses. This is from Macaur, UK. They make beautiful nautical lines every year. I really love them, love their style. I love their coloring and the fun. So we have shells and the crabs, and very classic red and blue, and this off-white. We have the anchors, and then this one is one of my faves, the beach houses. Aren't they cool? Yeah. How fun would that be? Beach houses or beach huts. We have the lighthouses here in the first one. We have lighthouses on the blue, going into more of the blue colorway here. There's a gorgeous stripe with all of those colors, deep blues, lighter blues, and white and red. Sailboats. And they have numbers, so they must be competing or something. Anchors, and then we have a little bit calmer, smaller print with the sailboats and the birds, ocean birds. We have the crabs and the shells. We have a tossed, kind of a fun little novelty print with all the oceany things in the red, and then the anchors in the red. So 12-piece bundle called Nautical. Really lovely. And my favorite quilt to make with prints like this, of course, was my Marina quilt. I loved using these types of prints for that quilt because it just really kind of matched, the quilt pattern matched the theme. So I pulled some colors. I actually pulled a couple of colors from Color Club. The quartz in the navy and the watercolor texture in the navy work perfectly. Honestly, they could all work in here. So beautiful, beautiful. And then I pulled some reds. I loved the starry rose and the berries. It's a very warm, lighter, warm red. So this one matches perfectly. I love the stars because that's has a very nautical feel. And then the texture in the red is perfect too. As far as the lights, so it's off-white, not too white. So I love having a little pattern on it. So the spectrostatic and the dust or the spotted white would both work great as a mix-in for the lights. And then we do have the stripe that is in the bundle. We do have that in 1 yards. So that would be perfect for bindings or any kind of accents. But love, love, love this. This makes me happy. This just makes me smell the ocean air. Totally. My Icelandic ocean air, huh? Can you smell it?
Smell it.
Can you smell it? Yeah, we're just still stuck with kind of a rainy situation right now, and it's gonna get cold and possibly turn into some white stuff by Friday. No, by Thursday. Yeah, not fun, but you know what? We're getting there. We're getting there. This is a sign. All right. Any questions on any of those? Here's, I forgot to show you the kit that is for the Salton Sea. That's here. Got the panel using every single block for the quilt and includes the binding. So everything but the backing is for that quilt. It is a 62 by 72 size. The Marina pattern is in my first Stribology Mixology book. Yes. So you will find that one there. All we got were a few drops of rain. How about you? Oh, she's talking to Joy, not to us. We got some rain here. And I think there's tornado warnings or watches in areas close to us. Yeah, exactly. So I hope everybody stays safe in this crazy weather. I know it's more tornadoes down south, so hopefully everybody stays safe. Stay inside. Go to your basement if you got one. All right, so we have, do you have a live winner for us? Oh, yeah. Let's check it out. Julie Scheib. Scheib or Scheibe. I don't know how you pronounce her name, Julie. Sorry. You are our live winner. You have won a $25 gift card. So just send us an email to help@gequiltdesigns.com. We'll get the gift card to you right away. And then we are gearing up for our second giveaway. So I have a question for you. All you got to do is answer it in the comments. And you can do that either during the live show or if you're watching later on. So here's my question. Will you be hunting for Easter eggs this weekend? Would love to hear. I know this is a very American tradition, but we, on Icelandic tradition, we always get gigantic chocolate eggs, like this big. And my family, we hide them, or the parents hide them. So the first thing the kids have to do in the morning is go look for them. And there are some.
How do you hide those big eggs?
Excellent hiding spots. Oh yeah.
What?
Yep. My goal was always to get my kids to the point of real frustration, and then they got it.
Hide it down the street?
No, it has to be in the house. It has to be in the house.
All right.
Yeah, there's not enough good spring weather in Iceland to hide it outside, unfortunately. All right, so all you have to do is answer that question in the comments, and you are automatically entered to the drawing, which we will. Where am I? We will announce a week from today during Tipsy Tuesday. That date is going to be April 19th, right? April 19th. There's the 12th today. April 19th at 7 p.m. Central. Tipsy Tuesday. But of course, we will have a Happy Friday show here on YouTube only for now. But that's April 15th at 3 p.m. And we will be announcing our strip along, what quilt we'll be working on, and how you can get a hold of what you need to do to prep. So check that out. I will see you Friday, everybody. Be safe out there, and check out some of our beautiful boxes if you want to surprise somebody for Mother's Day or any other occasion. But thank you for watching us, and we will see you on Friday. Bye, everybody.